Hi folks. So, yeah, good morning to you all. So it's about 11:30, basically. Not been to work today because I wasn't down on the rotor today for some reason. Fair enough. It's usually my day off on the Tuesday anyway, but that was mainly because I was doing the anger group. But anyway, so yeah. Yeah, so I've fed the cats and everything, they're all fed and watered and all the rest of it, blah blah blah. And anyway, so I'm supposed to be meeting John today, and as some of you may know, John's not far from where we are right now, because this is Carnaby Street and essentially Soho. So we'll be meeting John at our outside office. Like we usually do. I haven't seen John now for I don't know, about 2-3 weeks maybe a bit longer than that actually, maybe over a month actually, can't quite remember. It's been a while anyway. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a little chat with John. He's mentioned in an email that possibly I'm not sure what it is because he didn't elaborate on it at all, but he's got some sort of idea about possibly where I could maybe make some money and stuff, you know what I mean? So doing something, what exactly I don't know yet, but we'll have to see how that one pans out. So well, anyway, so I'm not meeting him till 1:15, and like I said, it's more or less just gone 11:30 now. So I thought, well, let's have a walk around Carnaby Street, check out the Christmas decorations during the daytime. No, it's not quite the same, but still. But yeah, so yeah, there's another thing as well. On Saturday, well, let me tell you a little bit about. There's a guy that I watch, and I've watched for the last, I don't know, 3-4 years maybe, something like that, maybe about 3 years. Young kid, about 20, something like that. He was younger than that when he started doing the vlog. He's been doing, I think he's been running that channel that he does for the last 5 years now, I think. And like I say, I think it's about 2021 or something now, something like that. Anyway, so he was quite young when he started it, but he's an explorer, urban explorer. But he does other things as well, and he's got another channel that's a gaming channel. Anyway, yeah, so he's an American kid, and he's called Josh. So his channel's called Exploring with Josh. He's got over 1 million subscribers. Anyway, so he tends to go all over the world, and he does all road trips through America and this, that and the other, and blah blah blah, and you know, and he's filmed some really fascinating, interesting places, and I love his channel, I love his style, and I've watched him for quite some time, like I said. And funny enough, I think it was last year. Why have I never noticed that before? Sorry. See, I told you, Homer Simpson. Yeah, so last year, I think it was, I don't know if it was, yeah, but anyway, it was almost a year ago, I'm sure of it. He was in London, and I can't remember exactly where he was going, but at one point he went to the YouTube space, which is at King's Cross. I did do a video, and I was like, I missed him by about like 2-3 days or something. He'd been there already or whatever, blah blah blah. That's how I sort of like learnt about the YouTube space and what have you. Anyway, so he's actually back in the UK. He was in Wales to start off with. I believe they're going up to Scotland at the moment, and they're going to Loch Ness and stuff like that. But on Saturday, he's having a fan meet up at Russell Square. So I'm thinking, yeah, it'd be nice to meet up with him. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of other people there. Supposed to be meeting there at I think it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the fountain in Russell Square. So I'm thinking, like, it's a Saturday, and it'd be cool to meet him and get him in one of my videos. That'll be really cool, because hey, you know, that's going to have a knock-on effect, surely. Do you know what I mean? It's like flipping heck. Do you know what I mean? That's going to get some views, I would imagine. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. No, but still, it'd be cool anyway, just to meet up with him. Do you know what I mean? And you know, because I really like his stuff, and I really like his channel, and I like his whole attitude, and do you know what I mean? His whole attitude towards life and what have you. He seems like a really good kid, and it'd just be nice to meet him, to be quite honest, I think. So that's what I'm going to do on Saturday. So look forward to that video, hopefully. Barring something going wrong, or them cancelling it, or me missing him by the wrong time, or whatever sort of thing. And no idea. So, but fingers crossed, it all pans out. But you know what they say, you know. What's that? I've flipping forgotten. You know what they say, and I can't remember what they say. Was it? Something about men and mice. I completely forgot. So the quote completely eludes me for a moment. Yeah, anyway, let me just have a little look at this mural here, because for some reason, do you know, it always fascinates me sometimes. You walk around the place, like, it could be anywhere, you know, it could be London or wherever you are. Sometimes you walk past places, and you walk past them maybe on a regular basis, or maybe every now and again, whatever. And then you walk past again, and you suddenly spot them, and you think, I never knew that was there before. I swear to God, it must have been, obviously it's been there for a long time, must be, you know what I mean? But why have I never noticed it? I just can't think for the life of me why I've never noticed that. I think it's, you know, sometimes I think it's something to do with the light as well, the way the light is and stuff like that sometimes. You know, you walk past the place and it's lit in a completely different way, so it makes it less noticeable. But I don't know, I have no idea why I've never noticed that before. That's interesting. So it's obviously part mural, part mosaic. So mosaic mural thing. That's pretty cool, man. Right. Okay. So I love that as well. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And the lady walking. Right. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the Costa's shop in a minute. Go and get myself a coffee. The obligatory Costa's. And then I don't know, maybe we'll do another vlog if something else interesting pops up at some point around here. I'm sure it probably will, or possibly will. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to Saturday now, to be quite honest. I really am, because it'd be really cool. So okay, for now I'm just going to leave it there, and we will see if I vlog anything else in a bit. Bye for now. Hi folks, so yeah, just seen John, had a good little chat with John, and this little thing that he's talked about, so basically he does a lot of different conferences. He's going to be doing 2 in March, and like, for those that are not familiar with John Connolly is he's a therapist essentially, and he works with the homeless, and he's a sort of therapist counsellor sort of dude, and he you know, like I said, he's qualified psychotherapist, blah blah blah, this and the other. Anyway, so he's going to be doing these concerts. He's going to be doing these conferences, one in Dublin sometime in March, and then the other conference, which I'll be part of as well, will be also in March, right close to each other. Anyway, he does presentations, like I say, at these conferences, and he'll have a set of slides, and I usually do all the work for the slides. So, you know, I usually, you know, do it all on my computer, do it on, oh, what is that flipping thing called again? For the life of me, it completely escapes me for a minute. I'm pretty sure you guys might be familiar with the app that I'm talking about. Anyway, so, like I said, basically, he wants me to do do all the work for the slides. Now, I've done this many times for him before. Usually do a really good job, even if I do say so myself. And he's always been well impressed with it, and most of the people that have seen the presentations have always really been impressed by the slides and so on and so forth. and I always make them really, really interesting and colourful and so on and so forth. So anyway, he thought, as a way of sort of like, because I've done this over the years for him loads of times, tons of times, I never asked for anything in return, you know, just to be a part of the conference or whatever, and this. Anyway, so he says, as a way of trying to help me out in the terms of the financial situation I'm in at the moment, he's going to pay me this time to do it. And he felt a fair price for doing each one, so it's 2 conferences, 2 sets of slides, £100 each, so that's £200. So I'm thinking, yeah, seems reasonable. So yeah, that's basically what he was proposing. So so I'll get my first instalment. He'll pay me £100 next week as a sort of down payment for the thing, and that'll sort of obviously help through the Christmas period sort of thing and what have you. So yeah, not bad. So okay, that said, let's have a little wander around the old Christmas market, because that was another thing. One of my subscribers who, sorry, I've completely forgotten which was it, the bands and something, sorry, I completely forgot for a minute. But one of my subscribers anyway asked me to come do some Christmas markets, and so that's what I thought I'll do. And seeing as I was in near Leicester Square, because like I say, I've just left John, I thought, well, there's one right in Leicester Square, so let's go and check it out. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, so pretty cool, eh? These Christmas market things are quite nice, actually. There's one, I think, in fact, sorry, I know the sun is shining directly on the thing, so I'm not sure exactly what you can and can't see right now, actually. It's directly in my face, so that really is useful and helpful, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, so there's a couple of them. I think there's one down near the South Bank as well, actually. So we'll have to check that out. I don't know if we'll check it out today, but definitely within the next few days or so. I'm going to try and check out the one in flipping heck, brain's gone to sleep again. Oh, sorry, I've just for some reason I've gone completely blank. For some reason. Yeah, so there's one down near the South Bank, I think. So we'll go and check that one out. Like I say, I don't think I'll be doing it today because it's 2 o'clock already, and oh, look at that! I love the way they've made them in. They're like little chalets or little huts or whatever, innit? It's really cool, actually. But yeah, they're quite cool, these Christmas markets, aren't they? Quite cool. This is only a kind of smallish one, really. So you know, it's literally in the middle of Leicester Square, so you just kind of literally just going round in a circle, essentially. But anyway, yeah, there's one. In fact, Covent Garden might have. Maybe Covent Garden might have a Christmas market going on. That might be an idea. We might check that one out. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do it today or not, maybe, because I've got to think about the time, because don't forget I'm back in work again tomorrow, so you know, I'm going to have to go to bed reasonably early again, and also I need to get this edited and uploaded and so on, so you know, it's always all to do with time and the practicalities and can I get things done in time and all the rest of it sort of thing, you know what I mean? So anyway, right, so you know, let's just skip. Yeah, so basically I will be definitely checking out a couple of other Christmas markets. Sorry if that was a little short and sweet one, but like I say, there's not a lot to see on that one. I mean, it's nice and everything, and it's decked out nice and everything, but it's not like one of the bigger ones. So we've got even bigger ones knocking about. Like I say, I think there's one in Covent Garden, I think. I'm trying to think, there was another one as well, but for the moment it just completely escapes me. I'm trying to avoid this music right now because it's quite loud. Not that it wasn't, it's just that, like, again, I always get a bit worried about the old copyright thing. You know, that always amazes me though. I mean, it's like, you know, why would you flag? If you're deliberately putting the music onto your video, then yeah, fair enough, I get it. Do you know what I mean? But if you're walking past somewhere, it's not like you can turn around to the person, whoever's playing the music or whatever, and say, oh, excuse me, can you stop your music whilst I just do my vlog? Do you know what I mean? It's, you know, so it's like, always surprises me that, because that's happened a couple of times on my videos when I've been walking around and passing somewhere and there's been music blaring and then it gets flagged and I'm thinking like, well, it wasn't really my fault. It wasn't like I deliberately went out of my way to flipping put that music on my channel, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just, I couldn't avoid it, like, so why flag it? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so, yeah, so like I say, Covent Garden, another possibility. Don't know about Trafalgar Square, actually, maybe, and I guess we could kind of head in that direction. But I'm definitely going to find some more Christmas markets to do. I think there'd be a nice, cool thing to do, actually. So, okay, for the time being, and see if I can work out whether I'm going to go to another one today or not. Because that was just literally just spur of the moment thing anyway, because I was thinking about it and I was thinking like, I just can't, see, he doesn't have a name. Or his name on the channel. It's called Bands and something else, which I can't for the life of me remember. But I believe he's based in Ireland. So I think you probably know who I'm talking about. So, like I said, if when you see this video, I'll definitely be doing some Christmas markets. You've asked me and I will endeavour to do that. So anyway, yes, right, I guess for now, like I said, I'm going to leave it there for the time being, and I shall catch you folks later. Bye for now. Hi folks, so we're in Trafalgar Square, and there's the famous donated Christmas tree from Norway, I believe, and there every year. I don't know how long it's been going for, but yes, I know Roberts London also did a video about this. I think he did this did a video when the lights were actually switched on or whatever, blah blah blah, yeah. It's interesting, really. It's kind of interesting because I've not seen his video yet. I've not watched it yet, and I'm just curious because I'm kind of, do I leave my possible comment until I've seen his video, or do I comment now? And you see, to me, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful tree. It's absolutely gorgeous, you know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of sad that, I don't know actually, because, the thing is, I think, and I could be wrong, but I don't know, because obviously there's a Pacific spot and it's always there every single year, and I assume, but it's hard to say with any great certainty. Yeah, I don't know, I guess it's kept alive to some degree. I don't know that for a fact. Maybe it's like most Christmas trees that we have, but then again, some people's Christmas trees, oh look, there's the Mad Hatter, look. Hey, there's the Mad Hatter. Oh, that's cool. Some people's Christmas trees sit in like a bucket with like soil in it, somewhat, I think, possibly. But anyway, the thing is that like most Christmas trees generally, once they're sat in somebody's home, eventually obviously they'll die and be thrown out and so on. And that's another thing I've noticed as well over the last few years, the difference between when I was a kid and trees today. Because I've noticed over the last couple of years, especially around where I live, when the Christmas trees get thrown out and they're lying on the street somewhere, they've still got all their needles on them. You know what I mean? They've not gone like brown and all the needles have fallen off or whatever. Some have, but most of them don't. And it's kind of like, is it a special breed, or have they bred it specially, or they've been treated in some way, or why are all the Christmas trees still green and full of their needles this time? Anyway, so but I guess my long-winded thoughts on this are that I don't know. I guess it's like I've said to you many times before. I'm a visually greedy person. I am. and I like lots of stuff going on, and you know, it's just a tree with a couple of flipping little white lights on it. I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe it's all about symbolism, and it's just a symbol of like some sort of like, you know, whatever, sort of friendship between the two countries or whatever, I don't know, I guess. Maybe that's what it's more about than it necessarily being a really fancy tree. But you see, the thing for me is Christmas trees, they're supposed to be full of colour and full of presents, maybe, or lights and whatever, do you know what I mean? You know, like I said, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful tree and everything, but it looks a little bit disappointing in the sense that it doesn't look very Christmassy, and it's just a tree, and it was sat in a pine forest somewhere at some point before it got shipped over here, and you know, if you're gonna have a Christmas tree, then why don't you decorate the flipping thing, man? I mean, wow, come on. I mean, it's supposed to be a Christmas tree. I mean, just my opinion, you know, I'm just saying that for me, you know, if you're going to have a Christmas tree, especially in a particularly centralised point in London, and so presumably, you know, meant to be part of the tourist attraction side of things, you know, surely you'd go out your way and make it look a little bit more Christmassy and a little bit more brighter and what have you, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, I don't know. I just, so that's my opinion on it. It looks a little bit forlorn and a little bit like, you know, I don't know. I mean, like I said, why don't you deck it with some tinsel? And I mean, you know, it's a pretty significant tree. It's flipping tall enough. You know, I would definitely go out of my way to make it look beautiful and bright and full of cheer and what have you, not just some flipping random tree with a couple of little tiny little bulbils on it, like, you know. I mean, flipping heck, like a lot of expense and time and effort was spent on that tree, yeah, you know. I mean, anyway, you know, sometimes my opinions, my views, may not necessarily, you know, gel with the mainstream thoughts on things necessarily, but I don't always voice those opinions necessarily because I'm always wary of controversy. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind a bit of controversy now and again, because controversy is good occasionally, in certain circumstances and what have you. But you know, obviously my channel's not meant to be all about controversy, and there's enough of those channels out there as it is. Do you know what I mean? There's a ton of flipping what's names where they're, you know, going on about flipping, you know, one political thing or another. Which, oh no, we want to go this way, don't we? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to orientate myself across this, so that, because I guess we're going to get the bus, I suppose. Not my favourite mode of travel, or transport, but I mean, in terms of practicality, actually we've got Charing Cross here, and I can't remember what line that is off the top of my head, but then again, it's only £1.50 on the bus, isn't it? So, now we've got something, oh, it's a fire engine, well, sorry, not engine, but fire support thing. Yeah, thank you! Mind you, that wasn't as loud as sometimes they can be, funny enough, interestingly. Yeah, so, like I said, I mean, generally speaking, you know me, I mean, I just want to film interesting, light stuff, you know what I mean? So much light entertainment, I guess. But there are moments here and there, and I mean, that's not particularly controversial, I know it isn't, but believe me, I've got some more controversial thoughts and ideas about stuff that I generally tend to keep to myself. But there are times and moments when, well, in fact, actually, thinking about it, maybe you guys can get back to me on this, and would you like more controversial comments and stuff? Believe me, there are times when I'll be really happy to join the discourse and you know, talk about stuff that, you know, a lot of people might not be necessarily popular, or you know, the mainstream sort of thoughts of the day, shall we say. But I don't know. But yeah. But just to take it, God, I am going on a right tangent here now. Going on a right flipping what's name here. Yeah, so in terms of the tree, I think it's disappointing. I do every year because it's the same every year. I've never, at least not that I can think of. I mean, it's possible. Maybe just over time it's been, you know, more and more expensive, and they just can't afford it. Then again, anyway, yeah. So the thing is that, like I say, I just don't think, you know what I mean, it's like, didn't do a lot to it, did they? You know what I mean? It looks a little bit forlorn, like I said. So that's my opinion, for what it's worth. Yeah, okay folks, so I'm coming up to the bus stop. I'm not sure if there'll be another video today or not. Maybe, maybe not. I'm kind of generally thinking I'm just going to head home, because like I say, time's marching on. It's probably about 3 o'clock by now. I haven't got a clue off the top of my head. I haven't looked at my watch for a little while, so I guess it's getting near time. And like I said, I've got to edit and upload these videos, so you know, and then I got to go to bed, like I said, because it's work again in the morning. Never got enough time to do anything hardly. Right, but definitely some Christmas markets are, you know, coming up, definitely. And then, like I said in the video just before, or maybe part of the same video, who knows, I'm hoping to go do the meet up with Exploring with Josh. I'm really looking forward to that, to be quite honest. I really am. Right, okay, so for now I'm going to leave it there, and I'll catch you folks later. Bye for now.